think the way that he was running in that second quarter, release him and get a player a bit more negative on Houlihan.
Hadley at the bottom of the pack, as we saw just before half-time, a cut, and now has that heavily taped that head. Good courage from Thornton to come in to get in front of Grundy, and the net result was what he wanted, and that's a boundary throw-in.
Once again, Jolly and Cruiser will lock horns.
Tap down, Sydney with some numbers. O'Keefe from the congestion, clever handball. Richards in time and space, and in error with the shot.
Well, the error was not understanding how much time and space that he actually had. I mean, he came around and straightened up, but there was half a dozen steps that he really should have taken towards the goal, and it should have been a fairly easy shot on goal. Just rushed, and that's the intensity of the game.
Just scoring shots wise, just starting to even up though, isn't it? It's now 15 to 12. And there's a bit of danger here. The pickpocket was Barlow. Kicked a goal right on the quarter-time siren. Can he do it again here?
Well, that was good work. Read the play well, and the kicker was hurried by the umpire. It had enough time, had the play on, had Adam Goods running at him from the mark, and Ed Barlow was athletic enough to run and jump, take a fairly easy mark in the end.
I think whenever you kick in and the umpire's blowing the whistle that you have to kick in, you should just try and find the boundary in the back pocket.
Just at least 50 metres away.
Either out wide and deep, and let's see how he goes with the kick off the side of the boot.
Yeah, poor drop, just dropped it on the outside of his boot.
You don't want to kick the ball in the corridor where that was kicked there.
Well, once again, that was a reasonably short pass, so you're going short to a contest in congestion. It's just it's high risk. You're going to make the mistake, make it 50 metres away near the boundary line.
What we've seen, though, is we've seen Sydney kick 4 behind since half-time, and we often see at the other end, all of a sudden, the team kick a goal against the run of play and to make those missed opportunities pay. But at the moment, Carlton having trouble getting it out of their defensive 50.
Well, for the last 40 minutes, Carlton have actually had trouble scoring full stop.
Yeah, well, they haven't kicked a goal since the 22-minute mark of the first quarter.
Well, you've got to give credit to the midfield. You know, everybody, we think Carlton's got a very, potentially great midfield, but give credit to the Sydney Swans. They've gone so hard at it. They've won the contested ball around the contest in that second quarter.
Hadley, though, from this boundary throw-in, around the corner. Cloak couldn't quite take it, but they've got numbers at the fall of the ball. Wiggins, too slow. Houlihan holding the ball. Johnson better be careful.
That's fantastic work.
The
numbers at the ball carrier from Sydney has just picked up fourfold since time on that first quarter. This man's had a fair bit to do with the delivery into the forward 50. Good work, Rhys Shaw.
And the kick is perfect to Bolton to run onto it. Can he spot someone? Good's his target.
Good
going
contest.
back, and well done by Bauer. Went back, sun was in his eyes, knew there was a contest coming behind him, and took a strong mark. Hadley chip over the top, again danger. Again stolen by Sydney, this time it's Bolton. Backpedaling Kirk, no, Malcheski's gone. Wiggins read that well. And the ball up. No prior opportunity from our men in green.
It looked like Kirk handball to his teammate then just to get a ball up. I think he put him under enormous pressure straight up. Not allowed to get on his left foot. Looking behind play, the Swans now are dropping 1 to 2 players every time off the pack, and that's why Carlton are finding it hard to get through half forward.
Got his hand, play on.
A little clever tap.
Got it.
Sydney kept it going forward. The kick to the goal square, danger zone. Bauer back.
Absolutely nowhere to go.
No one to kick to whatsoever. They're in trouble. Stevens looks up. He's got to be spot on here. And he is. The ball in the right hand, the right player there.
Thank you.
In Nick Stevens.
Yeah, good pressure. As you touched on, Shorey, any stoppages, the Swans are pulling 1 or 2 out. So instead of the 12 on 12 in the stoppage, and it's 10 on 12, but they've got 2 players in space.
And look where Brendan Favola's just kicked that ball from the half-back flank out of bounds on the full. They're going kick chasing at the moment.
Well, Sydney have got control of the game at the moment as we see Favola in trouble. And
they've got a score now.
They're only 18 points up though, Sydney. For all this dominance and possession and forward 50 pressure, They haven't really hurt Carlton on the scoreboard.
You understand Brendan Favola's frustration is he had to go looking long and wide. We were talking most of his possessions in the first half were outside 50. Now he's pushing right up the ground. Just no clean ball coming in the 50 for the key forward as the free kick off the ball.
Jordan, to him high, Darren. Race, stop! It's a free kick to Jordan Russell off the footy. Carlton free kick.
Against Darren Jolly.
Oh, stupid free kick. You've got to side under pressure now.
Off the ball,
if they move this ball quickly, which they're going to go to Favola here, which you don't mind that being up on the wing, but your senior players, Darren Jolly, should know better than that to let the pressure off like that.
Now, can Carlton do something with it, though? They've gone backwards. Starting to get some numbers forward. This is Murphy. He's going to go back to Bauer. And Sydney have set up a line of players. Bauer decides to back himself and go. A little kick forward. Clever use of the body by Simpson. It falls for him. Now the Blues go forward to the danger zone in front of the square. Cloak going back. Eddie Betts into the game here. Judd did enough to get the hands free, did enough to get it to Wiggins, but Sydney forced the man to throw.
Is that 360-degree rule you're talking about then, or is it just one of Brownlow, you get a little bit more loop? Let's have a look. See, he's held here. Oh, it was 360.
You get 540 if you're a Brownlow medalist.
Fair enough.
Look, it was quick in play anyway. I don't think it was a free kick, but I don't know if someone else might have just nabbed him there.
Need to generate a shot on goal. Carlton have to generate something here. You've got to clear out some space.
There's only one player outside this 50. One player outside the 50 at the moment.
More, not much to kick to. As Tony just mentioned, O'Keefe just starting to get into the game. He's made some clever decisions. Gets it to Roberts-Thompson. Wants a runner. Gets one in Jude Bolton. He kicks long. Grundy his target. Good kick. They worked that well, Sydney. They ran hard to give some options up forward, and the little chip pass over the top.
Just need that patience now to find a target inside 50.
Yeah, Goods is running back here, and Bauer's helping out.
2-on-1. Where's the crummer?
Good play by Bauer then.
Pushed it forward. Armfield shares with Thornton. In turn, Russell. Simpson there. Bounces for him. Little give over the top. Carlton to run it out. Wiggins now with the ball. Waits. Props. Forced to go back. Russell. Kicking to the wing. Cloak made front position. Judd at the back. Again, he gets his arms free, and again he forces it forward for Carlton. But no one there just yet. Here's Eddie Betts, the swooper. The little give to Murphy was a beauty. Murphy kicks the goal, and that's what we said. One against the runner play to the Blues.
And Chris Judd, I think he's been, every time he's gone near the ball in this quarter, he's been tackled. Probably for the last 50 minutes he's been tackled, but he got a possession and just belted it forward 30 metres. It just caused a spillage in the forward 50, brought Betts into the play, and then some nice finishing there. And Carlton needed that goal, and this, as you called it, Matty, run against the flow of play, and that's fantastic work for the Blues.
Murphy with the goal. Terrific little assist from Eddie Betts.
And it looks like Chris Judd, which I love to see. Instead of coming off the ground, he's gone out of the midfield and is playing as a medium forward. I think he's going to do that a lot more at the end of his career.
First goal in a long while for Carlton. Bolton got the clearance for Sydney. Simpson first to it. The margin is back to 12 points. Stevens in turn to Simpson again. Armfield just starting to get more of the football. Stevens, look away, give. Cruiser. Griggs in trouble. Sydney swarming, but Carlton still maintain possession. Robinson to Armfield. The youngsters combined. Another youngster in Cruiser. His kick off the side. He backs up and goes again. Push in the back. Sydney free kick.
They almost forced the umpire into making the decision Sydney's way. Just their tackling intensity has been fantastic.
36 tackles to 24 in Sydney's favour. Long ball forward. Again standing in the way. Strong mark. Thornton.
That's it, hey.
Well, there's so many players dropping off the ball. You just got to have a bit more patience going into your forward 50 at the moment. Both teams are blazing away. I mean, it's all right if you've got a one-on-one contest to get it in quick, but when you're outnumbered at the drop of the ball, you've just got to slow things up, be patient.
Again, They swarm around the Carlton players with the football, and they're forced to go back. This